So I just spent 100 days in GTA San Andreas, and I can tell you it was quite an adventure. Except for using the game to film short movies, I haven't really dived in and actually played the game the way it was meant to be played for years. So for me, this was like going back to my childhood days. This video takes you through my journey from day 1 all the way to day 100, showcasing all the ups and downs along the way. The overall concept was simple. CJ started with absolute zero, no money, no shoes, next to some trash, and had to work his way up to glory. The entirety of the 100 days was spent prior to the first story mission.
You picked the wrong house, fool! Hey, Big Smoke!
However, I disabled the 4-star wanted level you would get when exiting Los Santos and Red County, so it would be a bit less of a hassle to film this. I won't be going through all the mods I had on right now, but if you're interested in that, I have them listed in the description. Overall, nothing too game changing, mainly just some overall quality improvements and that kind of stuff. In terms of goals, I had 10 in no particular order that I wanted to accomplish by the 100-day mark. The first one was to get shoes for CJ, as he was starting off barefoot. Second one was to buy all available properties in Los Santos. The third one was to complete all side missions, which include ambulance, vigilante, taxi, fire truck, pimping, and burglary. However, with burglary I had some complications you will see later in this video. Fourth one was to complete all the races across Los Santos, San Fierro, and Las Venturas. Fifth one was to get all 3 available girlfriends you can get before the first mission, Katie, Michelle, and Barbara, and to get at least 100% with one of them. Sixth one was to try maxing out CJ's stats as much as I can, except for fat. This includes driving, cycling, bike skills, plus the weapon skills. Seventh one was to collect all 50 oysters, as I have never done that during any of my playthroughs. Snapshots and horseshoes I decided not to make a priority, as me collecting them wouldn't make for as interesting of a video. The 8th goal was to complete all courier missions located in Los Santos, San Fierro, and Las Venturas. The 9th goal was to get at least $25 million by day 100. And the 10th and most important goal was to have a great time and enjoy the game. So with all that said, grab your snacks, your drink, your joint, or whatever you want. Get yourself nice and comfy and enjoy my 100 days in GTA San Andreas. 5 minutes past 8 in the morning, we start off our first day. The goal was to get enough money I can buy my first property, so I could save my game and sleep. Sleeping advances the game by 6 hours, which could be abused to pass the 100 days quicker. But that is directly against my goals, as I intend to try get as much stuff done in this time frame as possible. And some things like leveling driving skill, etc. take up a lot of time that I cannot afford to lose. I did intend to save my game often, as my mods and the recording software I use, which is Bandicam, can at times crash my game, and nothing is more annoying than redoing stuff. To get money, I was hunting down drug dealers in Ballashood. And then completing 12 levels of fire trucking, as in my opinion it's the easiest side mission to get done, and it's good, quick money. Plus it gives CJ fire immunity, which is really useful later on.
Thanks.
With all the fire trucking done, it was time to get our first property and rest up for day 2. Day 2, I decided to do the courier missions in Los Santos, something I have never actually completed in any of my past playthroughs, or at least I can't remember that I ever have. I wonder what is in those packages. By the looks of it, seems like something beat up would give to Big Bear.
Should've taken the freeway. Go! Oh, I hit my IQ. Asked you. Actually, throw play at them.
Put on your glasses, dummy.
Oh shit, there might be a riot.
Man, my mom's just giving me grief.
Day 3, 4 and 5, I decided to get the ambulance missions out of the way. Normally this is something players would do once they reach Angel Pine, as it's the easiest place to do it, but that would be boring, so I went ahead and got it done straight away in Los Santos. This took nearly 15 minutes to complete, so here's a little montage to sum this up.
I'm going to be late. Late!
The last journey to the hospital was a bit interesting. First the car, then for some reason a drug dealer decided to spawn in the alleyway. And finally I had to let a cop pass before I could safely deliver my patients and finish.
Come on, bitch.
With all this driving, CJ was exhausted and decided to sleep 18 hours. On day 6, CJ got hungry, so it was a salad time, cause he wants to stay healthy.
Choose from an aspiring range. Watch it, it's hot. Enjoy, sir.
He also got a haircut from old Reese.
Looking like a player now, dog.
Just to kill, man.
Tattoos across the whole body, and some new clothes that represent Grove Street, plus the shoes.
It was a pleasure, sir.
And after all that, he went off to have a nice gym session.
You gotta follow through with the uppercut. Keep it up. Watch your opponent. Know his moves.
Tried to learn some new moves, but he needs to work out a bit more.
Man, you're an embarrassment. Get yourself some muscles first. Keep light on your toes.
Got a new property close by. And bought some ammunition, which is real useful when doing the vigilante mission later.
Kick some ass. Works well in a crowded area.
Then it was time for the bike challenge in the skate park, which I managed to get done despite not having maxed out my bike skill.
Kiss my ass. Don't make me get out my car.
Last point was a struggle there.
Respond to a 1081 in.
With that done, it was time to attempt the burglary side mission. However, probably due to my mods I had on, I got glitched out and no houses were available to rob. Denise's house was the only one available, so CJ decided to enter it to rob his future girlfriend. Only to find himself stuck with no exit back outside. I tried to use cheat menu, which I got to fix situations like this, but it was no use. The only way to get out was suicide, which meant the first step of the 100 days challenge. I decided to let CJ sleep until night so he could retry again on day 7. But the same glitch happened again, so I reloaded the game. I then went back to the ammunition to restock on the ammo I lost after dying, and drove off to the airport as I remembered there was an M4 spawn there. It was then time to head to the beach to pump some more iron, and afterwards blast some ballers.
You ain't listening? My fault.
Yeah, them my filters now. Fat sacks only, dog. Player, get your drugs up out of here. Go on, run away, homie. This it?
With enough muscles, the next thing to do was to head back to the gym to learn those new moves.
Yo, you want to learn some new moves? Watch it.
Hit me there, homeboy. I'm gonna see you.
Yo, pay attention and you might learn something.
I kicked the trainer's ass and left the gym with some nice new knowledge. There was still time left in the day, so next I attempted the bimping mission. But it didn't end too well.
Dumbass Mort.
So I decided to call it a day and let CJ go to sleep. On day 8, I decided to try doing the vigilante missions. Shit turned out to be way more difficult than I thought, even while using a police bike.
Lay it in.
It ended with the ragdoll mod glitching the pedestrian out, so the game decided to not pronounce him dead, which meant that I couldn't continue. I had no other option than to cancel the mission, save the game, and then uninstall the ragdoll mod, so this wouldn't happen in future attempts. Lesson learned. On day 9, I re-attempted the Vigilante mission without the ragdoll mod. Something I absolutely hate about it is the fact that while CJ is technically in the role of a police officer fighting against crime, he is still getting wanted level stars. It makes no sense, and it made the whole thing way more frustrating than it already was. Despite that, I decided not to use the cheat to disable getting wanted levels, though if anyone does it, I personally wouldn't call that cheating, as you're technically adding missing logic to the game. Anyway, the traffic caught me off guard and ultimately led CJ to his second death of the challenge. Day 10 started with CJ getting his pump on in the gym, and then retrying the pimping mission. It all didn't go full on smoothly, of course, and some clients decided to be assholes.
This is one puta who fights back.
Hey, you been to that Blotto shop?
CJ's hoe pimping went on the whole day, till the morning of day 11. When the mission finally got finished, then it was time for some rest. On day 11, it was time to get some money, which, as you might know, is best to do via horse betting.
Nice cover, mate. Real sharp. You rude bloody bastard.
Believe it or not, but CJ managed to win in his first attempt, which was probably beginner's luck in hindsight. I decided to allow myself to reload the save if needed, as all the players do that anyway, with this strategy at least. Is it cheating? That's up to you to decide. On day 12, CJ got even richer. So it was time to go and buy the most expensive property available in Los Santos. And 2 other properties to cap off the day. Day 13 started with getting some body armor. Then trying to attempt the Los Santos race. But I got quickly reminded that it needs at least 40% driving skill for entry. So next thing to do was to increase the driving skill. I love inspecting the NPC action on the highways. There's always some shit going down. Day 14, I was still driving around until I decided it was best to let CJ get some rest. After some sleep, CJ went on to look for a faster car in Vinewood Hills and Richmond, where he spotted a familiar character.
Your car is nice. Whip straight.
What would this video be without Hans Cherkov?
You can't afford to replace my suit. Look good to see. Look at you. You look great.
Sadly, he didn't accept CJ's flowers he offered as a sign of respect, so they went off on their separate ways. I decided it was a bit smarter to grind for the driving skill in the airport instead the streets, so off to the airport it was. Another bonus with it is the fact there is a M4 pickup which I can collect every once in a while. Day 15, I spent all day in the airport just driving around and making slow progress with the driving skill. Day 16, same thing, but the car had to be repaired. And CJ got hungry, so pizza time it was.
We stack 'em high, sir. Have a nice cheesy day.
After that, it was back to the airport. Day 17, 18, 19 and 20, it was all spent driving in the airport. In the eve of day 20, it was time to feed CJ some more delicious pizza and go save the game. Not gonna lie, it was quite a tedious process throwing back and forth there, and it ate up a lot of time. On day 25, CJ took a break from the airport. With the now improved driving skill, it was racing time. The racing went smoothly, not too much to say about that. The AI there is quite dumb, and if you don't slip up too hard, it's quite easy to get first and stay in that position for the duration of the race. As a reward, I got a monster truck and a race car spawning next to the stadium, which is pretty sweet, I guess. Day 26, CJ left Los Santos for the first time with the newly acquired monster truck to Las Venturas to do one of the two available challenges in the stadium. I personally really came to appreciate Las Venturas during this 100-day challenge for its logical street design compared to, for example, San Fierro. Very open and easy place to navigate, plus it's a nice vibe change as well. Anyway, the first challenge was Kickstart, in which I have to gather enough points with my bike before time runs out. This was another challenge I did for the first time ever while playing this game. Now, many of you might ask that, Kenny, you are a San Andreas veteran, How come you do so many things for the first time? The answer is that I never really cared for side activities that much back in the day. I rather just fooled around and searched for Bigfoot and that type of shit. Anyway, I really enjoyed it and I got a pretty decent score, I think too. Got rewarded this car, which is alright, I guess.
Watch it!
I then returned to Los Santos to save my game and let CJ get some sleep. On day 27 it was time to head to San Fierro for the first time to do the Blood Ring side mission, which I read many players struggle with, but I managed to complete first try. Quite fast as well. To celebrate, CJ got himself a hot dog and then visited the San Fierro gym to learn some ninja style moves.
So, you wish to become a warrior? Yes, no stance. Ha! You want to cut. Absorb with the eyes, young student, and you will learn. Strike like an atomic cobra! Nothing clever here, just kick 'em while they're down. Become the avalanche and bury your opponent!
Following the beating was a quick workout. Then CJ was off to driving school to try seduce Michelle.
There's too much of you for me.
But nearby was Katie, for whom CJ was good enough.
Hey, I'm Katie. You want to go out sometime?
Yeah, he go to digits.
Oh, great. I'll call you later.
As soon as CJ laid his eyes on her, he was attached, and he wanted to see her straight away. So off he was to her place to pick her up.
Hey there, baby.
Hey, pretty lady.
Carl, sweetie, let's go get some food or something.
I'm down with that.
What Michelle said got stuck in CJ's head, and in order to not be a skinny boy, eating dairy food ain't gonna cut it. So he drove Katie to the pizza place. Katie didn't like it and turned abusive towards our boy CJ. CJ, however now trauma bonded, decided to gift Katie flowers, which she accepted.
Thank you for the gift, Carl. Please don't call me.
On day 28, CJ returned to Los Santos to save the game and get some fat to have a better chance with Michelle. But he ate too much and threw up all across the floor. That wasn't enough, so it was pizza time. But CJ got refused service. Perfect opportunity to put them ninja style moves CJ learned into practice.
What's your problem now? It's me. I'm your worst nightmare, fool, so give up.
It was then time to head back into San Fierro and see Katie, but CJ exited the plane a bit too late and fell a bit too hard. On day 29, CJ got himself a camera and took a bit of time off to photograph passing strangers.
Love your clothes, Buster.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate the compliment.
Well, excuse me.
Then decided to check if Michelle is at the driving school. But she wasn't. CJ got pissed and kung fu people passing by out of rage.
Run away, fool!
Please,
Give me that.
This is
Oh, you real hard, huh?
Don't play no silent treatment. Hey, Flock.
I need this more than you, I think. You happy now?
Katie was at least home this time, so trauma bonded CJ took her on another
Hey,
date,
Carl.
Hey, gorgeous.
which this time was a success as he took her to a diner.
CJ, that was just how I imagined. I'll see you soon, yeah?
Bye, girl.
But CJ found that food disgusting and not enough to fix his appetite, so it was burger time.
Wonderful day. I hope you enjoy your meal.
For last time, CJ went to check if Michelle is at the place. And she was.
Hi there, handsome. Can I get your number?
Yeah, he go to digits.
Cool, I'll call you. We should hang out sometime.
CJ took her to a bar to have drinks and forget about Katie's treatment towards him and the shitty food they had in the diner.
Ah, CJ, that was great. We're gonna hang out again soon, okay?
Light on, girl.
The date was a success, and CJ decided he had enough of San Fierro for now. He got himself a farmhouse out in the wilderness and went in to rest and save the game. With Katie and Michelle as CJ's girlfriends, there was still one left to get, and on day 30, CJ flew into Terra Robada to meet Barbara.
I'm divorced with 2 kids. You still interested, son?
Call me whenever you can.
I'll call you sometime. My name's Barbara.
CJ got a house nearby, so at least for some time he wouldn't be in a long-distance relationship with her. This is also great for the grind that is coming up with getting her relationship status with CJ to 100%, as CJ can go sleep close to her place and save the game, plus not have too much distance getting to her. After a quick sleep, it was day 31, and time for the first date with Barbara. She wants food, but in terms of dinaries, CJ only knows the shitty place he took Katie to, so that's where he drove, only to find out the bridge is closed. I think this was a sign from above that this woman deserves better. And what is better than a meal at a local dinery? They both enjoyed the food and their time together, and with Barbara tired, it was time for CJ to take her back to the station.
Go out with a female couple.
Oh, why?
See you soon, yeah?
Bye, baby girl.
On day 32, CJ got himself a small house in the middle of nowhere, cause why not? Rest of the day was spent trying back to Los Santos and saving the game. Day 33 started with training stamina in the beach gym. Then heading back to Ammunition to get a bunch of ammo for Vigilante.
Works well in a crowded area. Best not to mention where you got that, okay? Well, you're carrying enough there, buddy.
Day 34 was all about retrying the Vigilante side mission.
Get nasty. G's up, fool. This it?
All went well, and I thought CJ finally got this on lock. But one sudden shotgun blast sent CJ to the hospital, and it was another failed attempt. On day 35, I retried it again, this time in the countryside. But at level 6, the Vigilantes spawned outside of the barrier, and there was no way for me to reach them with the bike, so it was another failed attempt. I then decided on day 36 to do this in the desert due to how vast the space there is, so there is less of a chance for cops spawning and other obstacles. And I finally managed to make it all the way to level 11 by 2 AM on day 37. I don't know what happened, but on the final level, all the criminals decided to get out of their cars, and since I was on the bridge, I was just able to pick them off one by one with my M4. And like that, I finally completed the Vigilante side mission with quite an interesting ending to it. I then made CJ get a property at Fort Carson and have him get some sleep and save the game. After CJ woke up, he started missing Barbara, and now it was time to grind out the 100% relationship status.
I love shooting people with the camera though.
See you soon, Mr. Johnson.
Bye.
Day 38 and day 39, CJ took her out to the local diner that serves nice desert food. But on day 40, Barbara wanted to go to a club, so it was time for a bit of a switch up. That was a success. I even got perfect a few times, which I rarely get in that minigame. On day 41, Barbara wanted to go out for driving, which she liked CJ do very responsibly.
I've had a great time, but I need to get back now. Used to be safe to walk alone at night.
Yeah, go on.
Day 42 was another driving date. Not much else to say.
I had a great time, but I need to get home.
Day 43 was another eating date, after which she left me her car keys. Cool. On day 44, CJ and Barbara went to the club again, and they shared a passionate kiss after they were done dancing. Day 45 was another driving date. Nothing special happened. Day 46 was yet another driving date, but this time, at last, CJ got invited in for hot coffee right at the station.
No problem.
With a drained ballsack and a smile on his face, CJ decided to go home and rest.
Nothing but a G thing, baby. Move your body, move your body. Johnson's the name and Lovin's my game.
On day 47, the two lovers saw each other again and went out for dancing, which followed with more hot coffee. Day 48 was more driving and more hot coffee. Nearing 100% relationship status by now, so few more dates to go.
Wow, CJ, that was special.
Day 49 they went to get food again and later hot coffee back in the station. Day 50 was CJ's and Barbara's last date, in which they went clubbing again and of course had hot coffee afterwards. Thus CJ now has 100% relationship status with her, and he got the cop outfit in his wardrobes. Since we are halfway now through the 100 days, I decided to show you guys the current stats. As you can see, there is still quite a bit to go with the majority of the stats, and there is just overall still plenty of stuff to do. On day 51, I decided to do the first Mount Chiliad challenge, which happened during a storm. The race was a bit of a struggle at a couple of points with sharp turns and the NPCs pumping into me. The ending was especially close. But CJ did it, and first out of 3 challenges is now done. And the storm cleared out too.
You gonna back down soon? You won't be needing this now.
After some rest, it was time for day 52, which meant taking on the second Chiliad challenge. With the weather being more clear now, this one went without any real mishaps.
Nice try, fool!
Just bone out, bud, okay?
And in little time, CJ already crossed the finish line, unlocking the third and final Chiliad race challenge, Cobra Run.
Cabron!
This was the easiest one out of all 3, and like that, the Chiliad challenges were complete. Time to head back to Los Santos, save the game, and sleep.
Nice outfit, high roller. This how Grove Street kick it.
Day 53 started with stamina training on the beach and losing the fat CJ got from all the pizza, burgers and diner dates with Barbara earlier. Afterwards, CJ opted for a healthy salad meal and got himself a nice new haircut at the nearby barber shop. After that, it was time to level up the weapon skills and complete the ammunition shooting range challenge. that took up a whole evening. Afterwards, CJ bought a bit more ammunition and went home to sleep. Day 54 started with more stamina training, and after which the rest of the day was spent traveling to Las Venturas to do the taxi missions. Day 55 was all about the taxi missions. 50 fares is needed for that to be complete. Unlike with Vigilante and other side missions, luckily you can do this at your own pace, which means you don't have to do 50 in a row. Sadly, during the recording of this though, my recording software glitched out and I cancelled the mission for now. I managed to drop off a total of 28 passengers, so at some point I need to do 22 more. On day 56 I tried doing that in Los Santos, but the cops decided to fuck up my plans.
Okay, my bowl is full.
No need for backup, boys.
I retried and did taxi driving all through the rest of day 56 up until day 57.
I'm gonna get out right here.
With a total of 40 passengers dropped off, CJ went on to get some rest to continue on in the evening. And like that, the taxi driving side mission had been completed and all taxis have now nitro. In my opinion, taxi driving is one of the most boring and tedious side missions in San Andreas, and back in the day I never had the patience to complete them during any of my playthroughs. This was, I think, another first that I did during the 100-day challenge. On day 58 I decided to get back to the airport for more driving practice. I spent all day there. On the morning of day 59 I was done with it and set the car on fire.
I'll give you a freebie just for looking so good.
What's your problem now? What you think now, fool? This it?
After that it was gym time again. Took out a few ballers as well because they were annoying.
Everybody move in.
Send them ducats over here.
Then I was off to the Glen Park safe house, as the next plan was to do some petting with the horses one last time to secure the $25 million.
I do be helping set fools up.
Day 60 was all about securing the bag. Getting the win took a few attempts, some more close than the others, but ultimately with love to Sean, the bag was secured and CJ left the betting shop with way more than what was the original goal of $25 million. With the newly acquired wealth, CJ decided to finally get some proper clothes to show off how rich he is and of course a celebration meal at Cluck and Bell.
Cluckety cluck cluck, sir.
After that, I realized Beat the Cock challenge was open, and it was time to try that out. The AI was quite overpowered in this challenge, and CJ barely stood a chance even with great stamina and muscle stats.
Out of my way.
The bike race went okay, but running was where CJ truly fell behind. This is a point where having burglary completed would have come really handy.
Should I know you? Whoa, dude!
CJ failed real hard, so he decided to blow up his competition with a grenade out of frustration, and following that, cause more chaos.
You have the right to remain silent.
What, you ran out of donuts?
He even went on to raid a military ship.
I'm a lunatic, fool. Think about it. Stop running, fool. If I stop, you dead.
This is aerial support. We got a visual on the suspect.
I'm down with this shit.
You're mine, tough guy.
Upon Tay-62 arriving, CJ decided not to get himself killed and went on to get a place in Blueberry to sleep and lay low for a while. After having rested, he switched back to his tuxedo pants and decided to start oyster hunting. I decided not to comment on every oyster I collected, as there's too many of them, so instead enjoy this quick montage.
Ah, no!
On my journey, I encountered this suicidal photographer. For everyone who doesn't know, this was caused by a glitch in the game code. Makes for interesting spotting though.
They lack all sense of the truth.
This was arguably the most dangerous area to get them, but what made it interesting was the suicidal cops. I guess they had enough of chasing CJ and decided a wet grave would be their best option. Can't blame them though. But there were still plenty of cops giving CJ chase, and not so easy time. Could CJ escape and make it to his safe house alive? Off camera, I accidentally died, so I got respawned back to Katie's spot. Back to oyster collecting.
asshole and let's close it out.
On day 70, I collected my last 2 oysters. I got stuck on 49 out of 50, but upon some reviewing, I discovered I missed one by a bridge in Red County. And like that, all the oysters were collected, and CJ now has maximum lung capacity, which is mainly useful for the upcoming Woozy mission that's coming in the San Fierro chapter of the game later on. On day 71, I decided to do horseshoes next, but off camera. I got this radar mod that showcases all collectives on the map, as I got real tired of opening my phone for the guide every time after I collected one. So fast forward to day 79, I had collected all but one horseshoe. I was looking for it all across Las Venturas for nearly 2 hours, but ultimately couldn't find it and decided it was probably best to just move on from that and maybe come back to that in the future after the 100 days is completed. CJ had lost a bunch of muscle with all the swimming and running around catching collectibles, so it was time for more pumping.
Hot on the big screen.
On day 80, it was time to retry the Beat the Cock challenge. For better winning chances, CJ got rid of the tight tuxedo clothes to go compete in just the shorts he automatically gets upon entering.
Maniac! Open your eyes!
The whole race went more or less the same as last time though, with the NPCs quickly overpowering CJ's capabilities. The bike pod went better than last time, but it was the running pod, all shit got fucked up again.
Head to a 1037 in Central Missionary Hill.
I'm well dressed, but I still ain't a bitch.
Day 81 started with some muscle pumping on the beach, and then it was off to Las Venturas to do the courier side mission.
You shit! Look out, man! Can't take no hard shooter.
On day 82, it was time for the dirt track race in Las Venturas Stadium. Similar to the Los Santos race, it was quite easy to stay first and not lose the spot. Wished that Beat the Cock NPCs were as easy to beat as the ones in those races. Personally, I would say this race was a lot more fun than the car one, due to the track being different with sharper turns and the jump putt. It was good fun. Day 83 started with a massive jump start. Missed the mark by a few inches, but still got the unique stunt bonus, so I guess that counts as a success, right? After that, it was time for the hippie courier side mission, which I presume is literally CJ delivering coke all across San Fierro. Here is a quick montage. Day 84, CJ got back to the airport to further max out the driving skill, this time all the way to max. On day 86, the driving skill finally reached maximum, although for some reason it didn't show on screen and I had to go to the stats to find that out. Day 87 was all about taking a rest from the usual activities and instead playing some arcade games. Duality is the worst, I think. Maybe because I suck at it. I don't know, but I don't like that one. BB Gone is one I probably have played the most out of the three. Never made it too far in terms of levels though, because the piece flying is floaty as hell and it's super easy to lose a life if you're not super careful with the controls. I did manage to get high score on it though, which is cool. After that I gave Burglary one last try, but it still glitched out for me, so unfortunately this is a side mission I am unable to complete within this challenge. With basically everything done that I wanted to accomplish, it was time to raise hell and cause some serious chaos for the remaining time I got left, as I felt I haven't quite done that enough. Just classic GTA free roam ruckus. This also gave me a chance to further increase the skill of some weapons that wasn't maxed out yet.
Go chase some other fool!
I found this nice looking car which I wanted to save in my garage.
Get out the way! You're fucking me off!
Close call, but mission success.
Just let me arrest you.
Shut it, punk! Yeah. You're really pissing me off.
And like that, it was finally day 100. For this occasion, CJ decided to dress up real nice again. To end this challenge proper, I decided to go all the way to the highest point of Mount Gilead and blast off there with a nitro-powered taxi. The taxi didn't survive, but CJ did. And yeah, it was time to go back to Los Santos and save the game for one last time for now. I hope you all had as much fun watching this video as I had doing it. It felt really nice to work in a different type of video for a change, and also just playing the game normally, which I barely do these days. If you want me to continue this until 200 days, then let me know in the comments. There's still plenty to do, like completing the story missions and all the activities that only unlock when I am progressed with the story more. If you guys liked it, I might also consider doing this with other GTA games, although I think it's not really possible with GTA 3 and Vice City, as there is very little content, at least in the very beginning of those games. So in those, I wouldn't have any other option other than to do the story missions right off the bat as well. But like I said, let me know in the comments if you would like that. Before I end the video, here's the final stats. Alright, that's it for now. Take care of yourselves and see you all next time. Peace.